So, I think this game is pronounced Koala. I'm not exactly sure. What we do know is that it is a polygon-based helicopter simulator. And that's about as much as I know. Looks visually impressive. Okie dokie. I vaguely remember a demo of this, but yeah, never played it before. Just remember looking at it and thinking, that looks quite tasty. Also going to be one of those games I'm going to frequently crash out. Crashing is guaranteed. Cute name, deadly weapon. That's a big toe. Do we get to control tanks as well? Okay, whilst the intro is kicking off, let's see if there's a manual for this one. Could be. There is a user guide and it comes on a lot of pages. Wow, okay, so 60 pages. That's quite a lot. What have we got here? Theatre time, scenario, gunship, armaments. Yeah, this one. I was going to say this is not like I mean, it's fairly new for an Amiga title. I'm not exactly sure. It may be 93, maybe. Should we just dive right in, enter the battlefield? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we got what we asked for. This is the battlefield, I suppose. Okay, so interesting enough, like the settlers, well, you hold down the right mouse button and then move the mouse around to look. Space doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, wait a second. Pressing number 2 started off the helicopter. Okay, we have takeoff, I think. Or not. So yeah, we're using Amiga Live for this, which is kind of like a WinUAE based emulator. It just uses like what it feels like is the best settings. This is, I think this is the Workbench hard drive edition, so it will be pretty smooth. And I thought it made sense to use this over my setups because I generally use like a virtual disk setup, so it tried to sort of emulate. And I think this is actually A1200 only as well, or in minimum A1200 compatible. It's weird that number 2 starts it off. Number 3, what about number 4? Well, don't. Okay, I think we almost crashed into that tree. I just hope it doesn't come down to the. Oh, I hope it just doesn't come down to just like me reading the manual, because that would hopefully, that would just take too much time. Oh, here we go. 5 props you up. What about 6? Going higher and higher. Okay, that's what's that? Our cannon fire. God, this is difficult to control. Does space do anything? Oh, here we go. What's that? F5. What's that? Like a missile? Yeah, quite a few people use the FSUAE as well. I think one or two people use something called Xbench as well, which is, I guess, sort of like a well, they got like a variation of the Mister, but just for the Amiga stuff. And that's basically like a library of games. We're spinning like crazy. Yeah, there you go, Cloud. Yeah, it's like UAE just with an extra layer. It's like the settings are already, or rather, someone has like yeah, done all the settings, so other people playing it can don't need to worry about that sort of thing. Oh, I actually thought we were going to crash there. Doesn't look like anything's happening, so shall we just... Can we get out of that? We can. Oh, you jumped out of a flying chopper? Okay. Nobody won the battle. How did we... We didn't die, we just didn't do anything. Maybe that's the same thing. So what are we supposed to do then? Are we supposed to select one of these first and then go on to enter the battlefield? Maybe. I mean, because yeah, we're definitely good and ready, aren't we? Central America jungle, palm trees, peasant villages, and ancient temples. Ah, well, a holiday resort. Trees, lawns, rivers, and house blocks. Desert? Let's go for this desert. Theatre, Middle East, time, dawn, scenario, peace. Oh, okay. Can we choose one of these then? Experimental helicopter. I mean, seeing as though we're in an experimental phase, why not? I'm experimenting myself. Perfect. Oh, scenario. Hang on a moment. So we had it on peace, didn't we? I suppose we should have remained at peace just to handle the controls. Battle, defensive mission, offensive mission, random scenario, custom scenario, practice a target, or total war. Obviously we go for total war. What better way to start a crash course than to be in the midst of hellfire and brimstone? Okay. Using... Okay, yeah, just go with that. Okay, so what was it, number 2 to kick off? What? Why can't we take a flight before? Oops. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we haven't even got any... Oh, there we go. Space selected to cannon. I think we're just like spinning like crazy, aren't we? Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. I think this one's going to need some thorough reading on the manual, I am afraid. Because I, for the love of me, cannot control this helicopter. I can spin around, I can take off, and I can shoot. That's about it though. Actually, I know we selected Total War, didn't we? But we didn't actually see. I was thought, we'd be like right in the thick of it. Just like enemy like helicopters all over the place. Well, if that hits something, that's going to be a bonus. Okay, let's have a quick read. If we die, we die. Uh, There's a section where we have to back up our discs. Okay, is it page 17, Enter the Battlefield? Flying instructions, that sounds promising. So F6 to F10 is the different views. Let's try that out. Whoops. Okay, it's not really... I mean, it's easy enough to sort of right click and move the mouse there, so that's not a problem. What's that? Oh, Red Cross Ambulance, non-combat, and we just targeted it. I think we missed, thankfully. That's probably on our side. Okay, so I don't really need to worry about that. How about just how to take off and move around? Got confusing pretty quickly, but that was to be expected. Hmm. Operate the onboard computer from a cockpit view F1. Oh, okay. Interesting. Kind of wish that we had that sort of screen, like in the corner of the main screen already, just have it all in one go. Although you do see it on the HUD in the middle there, don't you? Still not entirely sure how to sort of take off and get moving. Like we figured out what the number keys did ourselves, but not I can't see it explained on the manual. Okay, it might actually be easy to sort of get out of this. Put it back on. I mean, sure, we survived, yeah. Excuse a slubbing? Yeah, thanks for the GGs. You tend to see that a lot on Amiga Live, don't they? When someone doesn't know how to start a game properly, there's always one person doing that, isn't there? The most used attack helicopter in the world. So yeah, we've managed to sort of lift off. Great, got a sneeze building up as well. Hang on a moment, how did I do that? Just by pushing the mouse forward? Maybe the different helicopters have a different sort of way to control things. Because I could have sworn I did that with the last one. What's that? Different missiles? Why am, why am I suddenly spinning out of control? What key promoted that? Yeah, I was thinking of that song. Go on, we'll start over. Um, well, that's not the right key to press. Start that over. Okay. That was the asterisk key. Awesome. We spun so fast that we broke the game. So yeah, I do appreciate that each helicopter has actually feels like a different design. It's not just based on, like weight and weaponry like that. Is this a game like really like Elite where you have to study the manual? I have a feeling it is. Yeah, I mean, if I have to do it, I have to do it, but I would prefer to sort of experience games like this, by trial and error. Kind of work with us with Settlers, but not so much with this. Enter battlefield, climb into cockpits. Okay, here we go. The control system is simple to use and can be learned extremely quickly. Sure. Your altitude is set by pressing. Oh, here we go. By pressing the plus and equals key to raise your helicopter, or the minus key to lower it. Plus and equals. That seems way easier than using the number keys. Or maybe, I don't know, it's just this particular helicopter that I feel comfortable with. But knowing that helps a bunch. I mean, yeah, this is it. It's simple. Some people can just pick up on it immediately. Other people, like myself, we need to invest a bit more time. It was like like with Populous is where everyone's like, yeah, this is no problem, easy, very quick to understand. And me, it's just like, is it? It's like, sure. I do. Sometimes I hate that sort of stuff. Like, how you're sort of at school, and it's like everyone's got like a sheet with objectives to do, Like if you're doing like I don't know, like computing or whatever. And it's like if you do this correctly, you should see a bouncing ball on the screen. It's like everyone else manages, but I somehow managed to do something completely different. That's kind of like my life in a nutshell. And like before, it's space to select. So once you select weapons, cannon, what's that called? Atoll? Only two of those. Now why am I spinning crazy again? We hit a building. Okay. Right, so it's incredibly well. I find that the mouse is incredibly sensitive when it comes to turning. It's very sort of difficult to sort of readjust yourself. Usually pretty simple after you've gotten used to it. Yeah, it's the same with everything, isn't it? It's kind of daunting once you're learning. What is that? It sounds like a motorbike in the distance. I thought we had this on peace mode where we didn't see where motorbikes are just vacant. No, I don't think there's bikes in there, but it certainly sounds like one. Okay, just by learning those two keys, the plus and the minus, we're able to take a fine. So I like how it just says you jumped out of a flying chopper. It would be cool to actually see that in action. Um, Problem set? Sure. Oh, you can go for Antarctica? Oh, you can. Oh, yeah. That cold and no place to hide. Okay. So this is ideal for total war. Of course it is. Not sure. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, they have the weapons immediately. We are in a war after all. There's nothing. There's a red dot there. Two red dots. Just changes the tint on the ground. Don't think you're going to see a jungle in Central America. Well, I was going to say at least it looks nice, I guess. Yeah, there's no instances where it sort of like restricts you. I mean, I'm doing a very good job of restricting myself. My God, we're going crazy here. There we go. Yeah, just notice a blue dot on our target section as well. So are those friendly copters? I must admit, I kind of overestimated the concept of total war. I thought we would be like swarmed with all sorts, or maybe we haven't delved too deep in the battlefield. So maybe grey dots are neutrals. Not sure. Oops. Yeah, I have a feeling I dived deep too much. Okay, awesome. That was the first time we crashed. Not that that should be something to brag about. Rank on fire. Try that again. Is there a map? Let's press M. That'd be the obvious. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Cloud dude. Oh, hello. Is he a friendly? That would be amazing if it just was something simple like WASD for like moving the controls around. Would be pretty amazing. But I think this is mainly mainly mouse. Okay, I'm glad that some people are finding this fun. It's kind of like it's sort of like a crash course, isn't it? Like trying to learn a mini assignment, but yeah, with explosions. Yeah, sure thing. Oops, I hope we're not. There we go. F1, one or two times. So, okay, so we have actually accessed this one before. Other times it's had like red dots around us. So yeah, F1 just takes us to that and then back. Oh, there we go. So basically, it's a larger scale version of the mini screen we got in the middle there. And that's our 3D. That kind of looks like a demonstration, doesn't it? Yeah, speed goes up by pushing the mouse forward. Um, doesn't help. Do we need to take off again? Yeah, like they're showing off in a cast. Could you imagine that? Introducing this copter here and then you see it's like spinning like that in the air. That would be weird. All I can say is I'm glad I'm not playing this on a sort of vanilla setup. I think this one is A1200 only. Because I was going to say, even if it's not, it might be, yeah, pardon the pun, choppy. Yeah, the only game that I could get a handle on the whole sort of 3D-ness. Even though I guess technically it was part and part, and that was wins, because like the whole like you see the pilot turning left and right, that was all 2D, but everything else, like the enemy planes, were all in 3D. That was the only game that was like a flight simulator, sort of, that I could quite easily get into the swing of things. Every other game has been like, I don't know, just not, I just don't really get a feel for it. Even though this is this, even though it's kind of easier than I thought. I mean, I know there are other sort of flight sims out there, helicopter sims that, yeah, can take an age or two just to like take off. 10 buttons around the area. What 10 buttons are they? 10 buttons around the radar. Like those things there. I don't think you can manually select them, or if you can, I think that's just by pressing other keys. Oh, we're going crazy. Oh, okay. Hang on a sec. Let's see if we can get to an upright position. I'm not sure how we managed to get ourselves to an angle. Okay. So F1. Oh, these ones here. Oh, okay. So that's the name of our. I'm not sure if that pauses the whole game. I'm not sure if we can do anything whilst on that, but it's yeah, pretty cool to witness. Oh, there's fuel. Oh, what? Well, that's just so worrying. Oh no. Thanks for making me paranoid. And there's all the different type of weapons. Unguided. Was that unguided rocket? Laser guided rocket. Oh, that's if you want to add in other things. Okay. Okay, so that's what's happened during the battle. So where was the radar? Where was that? It was there. Okay. So it looks like there's a couple of ground vehicles once we stop spinning. Was it F1? Okay. Ah, there we go. Warning, fuel low. Yes, thank you. Can I stop spinning, please? Can I actually land? Oh, I can, but that's probably not even sure what the refueling section is. Apparently you can... Yes, we've done that a few times. Oh, we ran out of fuel. Ah. We can still fire our missiles. So if anyone's directly... There's a red dot in front of us. Maybe we can fire... Maybe we can kill a helicopter while standing still. That would be the ultimate flex. Now, if this was like a gun turret simulator, I'll be fine with that. Just look left, look right, and launch when appropriate. Please stand right in front of the guns. Okay, let's get out of that. Let's try something different. Oh, okay. No negatives, I noticed. We just scored a straight up 0. We're moving on up in the world. Change the scenario this time. Peace, battle, defensive. Practice a target. Should we go with that? This might be... I think we're biting way more than we could chew here. But... Hey ho. It's something... Oh, shall we change while we're at it? Shall we change the whereabouts? Not that it probably matters. Middle East deserts. Okay. Just wondering if the top black arrow is our objective. If that's the target we need to go for. I don't think it is. Oops. Oh no. Down. Calm down, calm down. I think it's just thrown me just because the majority of this is mouse based. And the controls and stuff are pretty sensitive. And it's not a good combination with me just like, I don't know, because I kind of get nervous, I sort of like react accordingly, I just end up spinning out of control. Don't go down, please. Oh, don't go too crazy. Just calm yourself. Oh yeah, yeah, you get a little bit of extra stuff there. Yeah, I was expecting a few more palm trees and a few other things as well, but I guess they wanted. I guess if we had all that stuff, the game would be a little bit slower. So they sort of sacrifice that for smooth gameplay, I reckon. Going crazy. I don't don't mean to do it. Oh really? Okay. So you don't get any allies and stuff. Okay, so we can forget about the red dots being blue and the blue dots being good. Just everything's a target. Okay, shall we try? Let's try Total War again. Well, haven't we tried that? The jungle? I don't think we tried the forest. Go for that. That's what Total War should be about. Just we take off and then someone just like crashes very near to our face. Quite a lot of those missiles. What I'm dreading would happen. Oops, spinning out of control again. Is that we destroy both a blue and a red target, and then both factions will start targeting us. That will be. Oh, there's a red. Oh, that's okay. I thought that was. There's just buttons there. I thought there'd be like a warning. Sidewinder 2. Hoping that those have homing properties and can just seek their own target. Tree hit. Job done. And we didn't get any points for that. Actually, should have relieved that we didn't lose any points either. You destroyed wildlife, you utter fiend. Now nobody will be using paper or anything like that. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that my thoughts exactly. Escordion. It is fascinating. It's always good to sort of like. I do like it when it's very sort of. It's very varied. Like we've gone from the settlers to a very basic ninja game to just like what on earth is this all about? It's very sort of diverse. And there'll be plenty of people that say, "Oh, the controls are easy." And it's like, well, fair enough. I'm just not a fan of them. Or rather, I'm just not used to them. Come on, see if we can take on more trees. I noticed that the Sidewinder missiles we had more, we could rise the target system a bit higher, whereas these what was it called, FR missiles, FFAR, or maybe they're more suitable for ground targets. What do I think? Fine. The game was great. Controls, luckily, it didn't take as long as I feared it would. So it was one of those experiences where it was pretty easy to get into once you knew what you were doing. But yeah, we just did the tutorial, so it was a little bit slow paced. I feel like if we started off with the first mission, I reckon, you know, the CPU would have had gained an upper hand before we figured out what was going on. But yeah, very interesting. Very nice little game. It's supposed to be a total war, by the way. Has the total war deserted us? Oh, warning, fuel low, awesome. Reports for a crash landing. So these missiles are suited for ground targets, like we saw tanks in the intro, didn't we? Probably not a good idea to take on airborne targets with this. Although we don't have any Hellfire or Sidewinder, just down to cannons. So cannons have more of a scope, don't they? Sort of target a lot of things with the cannons. Yeah, friendly base. I mean, I've seen a lot of road about, but don't know where a friendly base is or looks like. Oh, I think we ran out of fuel, didn't we? Or we crashed. One of those two. Oh, we crashed into a tree. Excellent. Lifetime 7 minutes, a personal best. Go us. Second time we crashed, first time into a tree. Demi, hello again. Like a Canadian, what are you implying? Okay, 5 minutes to go. Shall we change the scenario from Total War to Battle? If that makes a difference or not. Air campaign. Oh, okay. Like a mission? Sure, we'll accept that. But we might want to change our weaponry to... I think, yeah, just go with that. Didn't we have to? Oh, okay. We can go for the desert again. I think we did try the desert before, but okay. Go for that. Time was dawn last time. Let's make it sunset. No, actually, we didn't. We never actually had night time, had we? Which might be disastrous, but we've only got a few minutes, so yep, go for it, go for it, go for it. 4 minutes to go. That's okay. That's pretty cool. So cannon, that one, Hellfire. Oh, I hope that we just fired straight up, so the missile just comes crashing back down to us. What's that? Oh, that's probably the moon. That sounded sinister. Rome, total peace. There's probably a Steam game on that. It's just a, instead of like army versus army, it's just two armies settling their differences, and now they're just having a merry dance. Oh, is the war over yet? Oh no, there's still one more. Why can't we fire? Oh, because we ran out of missiles. Still got two sidewinders. One of those gauges is a fuel gauge. It could be. Could be. There was a way to determine how much fuel we had. I think that was by pressing the F1 key and one of those buttons. There's our fuel there. Okay, let's get back to it. Excellent, we wasted our sidewinders. What have we got left? Cannon, ground missiles. Okay, cannon I guess then. Awesome. Okay, sadly just 40 seconds to go and then we're going to wrap this one up. It would have been nice to destroy at least one plane or two, or maybe another helicopter, instead of just like what was our greatest accomplishment? Destroying a tree and then crashing into another one, and those were on two separate missions. So yeah, that went down so well. Just check by looking down. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything like that. Or it just went by so quickly I didn't have time to register it. At least the moon looks pretty. And the graphics do look quite nice for nighttime. So yeah, it was who was these? Oh yeah, I think it was Shep 16 that redeemed this one. So all the way back somewhere in Australia, someone is mischievously giggling to themselves, knowing that I will completely screw up this game, and he is completely correct. But it was fun to experiment. So yeah, to summarise, yeah, really decent looking game, marred by my inability to understand it. But yeah, such is the nature with a lot of flight simulator games for me anyway. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the info, but oh yeah, we've gone way beyond the hour now, so it is time to wrap things up. So yeah, if you're expecting ace level gameplay here, I do apologise. This was my first time encountering such a thing, and yeah, looks fun. I'll probably enjoy it more watching like professionals play it rather than see myself completely screw things up. So yep, let's just dive right in. Can we just, yeah, there we go. Kapow, into the ground we go, into the moonlit night sky. We left the field in a spectacular explosion. I mean, there was that one time we scored 0. Okay, yep, time to wrap things up. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Time to move on.